Hi everyone, it's a seasonal Make a Card Monday, and this is the card that I have created this morning. Um, I will be creating something very similar. I have the elements cut ready to go, um, but there's a few little tweaks I will make when I'm doing it. So I'll just show you up close and let you have a wee look. There have been a few wee errors with it that, as I said, I will tweak, but the backing paper was originally just blue, and I have used um, Stormy Sky Distress Ink to give it that moon in the trees outlook. I've used a little bit of Wink of Stella on the tips of the trees just as a highlight of where the moonlight has hit them, and the moon as well. I've obviously went over with lots of Wink of Stella to make sure it's really shimmery. Then the tree, I was originally going to just do the silhouette of the black tree, and then I decided to add some snow on it. And then I decided, no, I want just the moonlight hitting it. But from where the moon is, it would be coming behind the tree. So this was my kind of interpretation of that. And I've used white acrylic paint because my white gel pens have decided they're not playing. Typical. The wording I have cut out of white glitter card, and that's actually what I'm going to do the die cut for the background this time. Instead of the white acrylic paint, I'm going to use the glitter card. So we'll crack on. Now I've die cut a few black trees out, and I have cut my blue card down to the size I need. Now the reason I have got a few die cuts, because if you notice here, I only used one as a mask, and I've had to go over slightly. Not that it matters, it doesn't, but I wanted to try and avoid it this time, if I can. If it mucks up, it mucks up, it's fine. It's only a background. So, got my Stormy Sky, got my ink blending tool, and what I'm doing is just kind of holding them roughly. I'm not wanting perfect. Okay. So, think about there's fine. So I'm just putting my fingers across them, and I'm going from the top of the tree out, okay? Now that I've got that tree done, I'm going to move this one over to here and bring it down a wee bit. Oops, that one slipped, so I'm just placing it back where it should be. Straighten it up a wee bit, and we'll go back in again. And don't worry if there's some parts darker than others, you can blend them out properly later on. Right, so we've got that idea there. Oh, there must be a bit of glue on that. And then what I've got is my moon. I'm going to have my moon over here a wee bit. Excuse me if you hear any noise from downstairs, but Ollie and Jordan have done all day to argue about football, and it's driving me bananas. So I'm just going round, and I'm making it really quite dark up at the top of the sky, and then I will come down and just blend that in. And I'm still holding it, and I'm just going to turn as best I can. And what I'm going to do is bring back in my big tree, just in case I slip over a wee bit. Make sure it's lined up where I need, that's it. No, it's not. That's it. Oops. Again, I'm just blending out. My hands are not very good today. So I'm just going to be careful and go around here. And then I'll bring back in this tree and go back over that area so that it hits a bit darker as well. That corner a bit darker too. So tree and tree. And I'm just going back over until I get the depth I want in the colour. I'm just going from off on. I'm going to do just one because, as I said, my hands are rather sore this morning. I'm trying to think what I'm saying because I'm filming this ahead of schedule. This is actually a Sunday evening. Right. And we'll come round this side. Even just putting pressure on to hold a mask is really sore sometimes. So I'm just coming in lightly. And we've got that. But what I'm going to do now is just come down on some of them and add a wee bit of shadow as if these trees on the background. Just like that. And I'll do this one here. Oops, it's a small one on there. That one there. That. And I want another one in here. Got to add another one in there. Whoops. That was a bit silly. But obviously these are a bit lighter because I don't want them being prominent. There's that one down there, I think. It's just to give a wee hint of just different levels. Now I'm going to add this one in here and I'm just darkening that right up. So that'll actually look like it's behind this tree. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so we've got that. So it's just about layering your masks till you get the effect that you actually want. Put the lid back on that. Now I have my frame die cut already, that will be going over the top of that, like that. Okay, so first of all I want to Winkostella this. So where's my Winkostella gone? Here. And I'm just going in quite a bit of it on the moon because I want them in really, 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 really sparkly. Just making sure that I'm clear enough on there. A wee squeeze to get some sparkle moving. That's better. Need another wee bit. That seems fine now. There's a wee bit there that's a bit bare. That's it. So I've got my really sparkly moon. And then for the tips of the trees, I'm just making sure this seems really dry. Gotta give it another wee shake just to make sure. It shouldn't have ran out. I'm just going to open it up and see what we've got in it. Because if I've not got a lot, I'm going to add a little bit of water and glycerin. Because the glycerin just helps move it about a bit better. I'm just being careful. There's still loads in it. I'm going to add just a few spots of water and glycerin. And this is my bottle with water and glycerin in it. So I'm just taking the lid off that. Take this and hold it upside down. And I'm just adding a tiny wee bit of water and glycerin in there. And then I'm just adding some water, base water. There we go.
Winding you up. So there you go.
Perfect. Wind that back up. Give it a wee shake. Oops, don't do that. Oh, only me. Let's see. Just going to see if I can dab that off without ruining anything. Distressing, so it might just warp it a little bit. We'll dry it off and see how we go. I'm actually fine with that. It actually makes it look more misty and ethereal. So, back to this. Give this a good shake. Better. So we'll go back in here. Just add some moisture. We were in Castella again. And you can see how sparkly it is. And then what I'm going to do is just go in for the trees and just go down. What? Yeah. And I'm just coming in where I think you are going to school. Because it's a school day. It's a school day, that's why. And we've got that. And just... Jaden, I'm filming. And I'm just kind of going round where the border of the tree would be. Yeah, that's fine. And if I show you that, you can see how sparkly it is on the tips of the trees. Alright. Next up, we're going to add our border, our frame. And first of all, I am going to clean my hands because I'm covered in Castella. So I need... Where did I put it? There. Avalanche. Move that out the road a minute. That just takes all the sparkle and glitter and glycerin off my hands and make it clean for my working on it. So we've got that. And just check. There we go. And I just put it on the four corners initially. And then I add one there and one there. And finally, if I can do them, no, I'm going to need to just do one and one there. Oops, that's covered in that. One there. That's fine. Oops, got a wee bit of sparkle on my frame that I didn't want. I'm just going to give that a wee wipe over. Then we just need to take the backing off these. Need to clean this desk up. It's like working in a zoo. Come on, you, off. Today's been one of those days where anything that can go wrong has went wrong. So I shouldn't have really filmed this, I don't think, but hey ho, it's done now. So I'm putting my frame over this and I'm only laying it over because the blue is slightly thinner. It's a slight border on it. It's a ½ centimetre border, so that's fine. And we've got that, okay, which is that way for you guys. So put that away, and I'm going to bring in my big shot. And we want white glitter card. Cut off a decent bit. Wind it through. And I want one of those. I want that. And I want where we're going to playing hide and seek. It's under my trees. Put this side. Oh, come on, behave. Right. I've got the card still left in there. So, I need people to get that over that side and take up less space. Yep. Right. Run that through. I'll bring you up so you can see space-wise what I mean. Wrong way. You can see I maximise my space with my, especially a speciality card. It's got a card's not cheap. Then what I'm going to do is bend that up because it should be just about cut out. Tear that off. And then I'm just going to turn it 90 degrees to make sure the wording cuts properly. Run it back through. Yeah, we can just take that off and get rid of the big shot. Excuse the language. Jaden's been at his nana's and papa's all weekend, but when he comes back from there he's a little bit of a spoilt boy and he tries his luck a little bit. So I think I'm going to do it just like that. I want just a wee bit. So I am going to just use my Anita's tacky glue, because a dry glue might not stick because it's going on to glitter card. Come on, glue. I think it's playing up because it knows my hands aren't great. I don't have the pressure in them today. There we are. And as I said, I want it slightly more on one side than the other, like that. If I show you it there, you can see there's just ever so slightly more on one side than the other. Like that. And it's just because it's on wet glue, it will take a wee minute or so for it to stick where I want it to stick. But until that happens, I'm just going to weigh it down slightly and put it to the side. Bring back in my card and we can get our wording. So winter's going to come up here. I'm just popping it out. And these are Tim Holtz holiday thinlet dies, and I use them loads at this time of year. There's a few I don't use. Peace and Earth, what's the other ones that I'm not really that keen on? There's a few, but generally they're really good. Where is it? Putting this on with just a wee bit of glossy accents because it's easier for fine detail. So I'm just going in tiny wee spots here and there. Let's move my hand there. Oh, that's that part done. There we go. So winter is going up there. That's where my spot went. My eye. I'm just putting my X-Acto knife into the glossy accents, lifting it up, and then popping it on. Make sure it's the right way. It is. Now we get our silhouette. Still not 100% dry, but it's enough. And I'm going to put that over here. Let me just see. Yeah, just a bit there. And again, I'm going to put that up with dimensionals. So I'll put 1, 2, 3. Press them down. I'm just slitting the bottom of it under the frame, and the top of it's coming over the frame, like that. And then we'll get Wonderland out. As I said, there's quite a few in that set. Quite a few cute ones as well. Jingle, Twinkle. Can't remember if Sparkle's in there. Noel. But the Peace on Earth, it's all separate wording. So you can actually use it as just peace if you had like a dove or something. So again, oops, move that out the way. A little bit of glossy accents here and there. Sorry, this has been a wee bit longer, but it is more of a technical video. And these videos aren't for you to go and make the exact same one. You can if you wish, don't mind MD using the styles I come up with. But the idea is to give you ideas so you can think, oh, I've got a die that might work the same way, or oh, I've got an idea that might work like that. Right, so just place that down like that. And we're done. That's your card base done. And then all I need to do, pull over a pre-made card, or pre-scored card even. These are Paper Mania, and they are 300 GSM. Absolutely love the quality of them. They are slightly more expensive than some other brands, but for me, the quality is worth paying that extra bit of money for. Give this a good shake, and then I'm just adding in a few wee spots here and there. With the last one I actually done this first. But it makes no difference as long as it gets glued down to the base, then it doesn't really matter. So what I'm doing, because I've got the base done, I'm just taking it in my hand so that I've got it level, because my frame and the card are the same size, and I'm just giving it a wee press down, and that's it made. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you have a wee go at something similar, except don't throw water and glycerin all over yourself, and hopefully you can come up with something just as pretty. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.